Hello everyone and welcome back to Burst Talk. Now I know I'm late talking about this, but I had to move and then I had to jump on this other stuff that's been going on to try to put it out as much as possible, but I'm digressing. I want to give my thoughts on the Spider-Man 2 gameplay trailer. Now, when I first saw the trailer, I thought that it was just going to feature Kraven and he was going to get the map in New York City of all the heroes and villains alike, and then cut to the title sequence. But boy, I was wrong. Now in the gameplay reveal, we see Kraven's folks hunting down this beast or monster and whatnot. We thought it was Peter Parker's house, but it was actually the Lizard's house, aka Dr. Connor's. Now once I saw Peter bust out and forming up into the black suit, I was already fucking sold. Man, you should have seen that brutality of an ass whooping that he was giving Kraven's folks, boy. Peter was showing no fucking mercy. Now, per the previous Spider-Man game that featured Peter Parker all the way, Peter did have various suits and whatnot that he can change into that had different abilities. Now, I heard via Twitter that those alternate suits will have variant symbiote versions of them. So these suits with the symbiote variant versions could also have different abilities? I sure hope so. If not, that's fine. Now, it seems as though this game took elements from Grand Theft Auto 5, which will be switched between characters at an instant. I would love if it would be just like that in Grand Theft Auto, because in some cases back in Grand Theft Auto, when you're switching characters, you'll be in the middle of a fight or you'll be in the middle of a police chase or whatnot. Now, what if we're switching between Miles and Peter and we see Miles swinging and fighting the underground or fighting some thugs or whatnot in the middle of a fight, so you have to be on your toes no matter what. So this could be a good addition to the game if that's in the game actually. The reason that we switched to Miles is that Peter says he won't be able to make it in time, and we see Miles does a slingshot move that Spider-Man does in most of the cartoons and movies and whatnot. I don't think he done it in the video games. I think in the video games he done it in a cutscene, but I don't think you can actually do it. So if you can actually do it in the video games now, make yourself like a slingshot or whatnot, then that'll be fucking great. Do you know how much ground you can cover with that move? We finally got web wings in the game to where is that we can glide to various areas without actually having to swing again, because that, ladies and gentlemen, is how do you upgrade a game. Like, I'm dead ass serious. Like, we had gliding in Arkham games for years now and they improved on that. So now that they added in a Spider-Man game, and then if we get another Spider-Man game in the future, like Spider-Man 3 or another Miles Morales game, they're going to only just upgrade that of how well we glide with the web wings. Now, with the stealth takedowns and whatnot, I believe that it will be the same, like, inverted takedowns. And this time you'll be able to take out 2 enemies at once. So that's a cool new feature to add into this game. Now, we also have the new web lines to where we can tie one end of a web to one end of the room onto the next. So that way, taking down enemies will be much easier rather than just trying to lure enemies to your area to take them out. Miles has a new skill set. Rather than discharging electricity from his body and draining batteries, he can now use that power to direct it to actually blast at enemies, kind of like a Kamehameha or a Hadouken. Now we see Peter and Miles chasing the Lizard along with Kraven and his crew, and we get some very cool quick time events as we see the 2 Spider-Man working off of each other. The gameplay ends with Miles asking to assist Peter to finding Dr. Connors, aka the Lizard, but Peter tells him to stay back so that he can take Connors on his own, leaving Miles worrying about Peter's state of mind. Now, the villains of this game have been introduced. 3 main villains actually: the Lizard, Kraven, and Venom. The description from PlayStation also says that we will have more the Marvel's Worlds gallery, so it's possible that this game will not be limited to Spider-Man villains. Now let's talk about Venom for a bit. It is confirmed that Venom will not be Eddie Brock. It will be a new take on the character. I have a couple of theories concerning this, so take this with a grain of salt, and this is just speculation on my part. So here goes. I feel that once Peter gets the symbiote suit off, I feel that since this is a new variation of Venom, I feel that the Venom is going to take its own form rather than getting a host and get its revenge on Peter for rejecting it. Another theory of mine is that Harry Osborn could be Venom. Now, as you saw in the post-credit scenes of both Spider-Man games, we see that the symbiote is already attached to a dying Harry. But if it's already attached to Harry and he's dying still, like, wouldn't that debunk my theory? Well, let me continue. Now, the symbiote is just an experiment, but once it attached to Peter for a long periods of time, it had no choice but to evolve. So by the time Peter gets it off, the symbiote tries to find its way back to its original host, aka Harry Osborn. So the symbiote can make a deal with Harry or manipulate Harry to kill Miles and Peter, or make a deal with Harry to have him kill Miles and Peter for his health. So those are my theories on Venom. Hopefully one of those theories could end up coming true, or something different can happen altogether. Either way, I'm stoked about it. So I'm not even gonna ask what you guys think of Spider-Man 2, because I know for a fact that everybody is sold except for the Xbox community, because now they gotta either buy a PlayStation 5 or they can just sit there with a stank face and reboot on the game for the rest of their damn lives until they get a PS5 for their own. So my question to you guys is, will you be playing day one when it comes out on October 20th, 2023? I know I will. So the people that know me, that watches my videos, or, you know, family, friends, or whatnot, on October 20th, 2023, don't call, don't text, don't write, don't send no airmail, no nothing. Because I will be on that game day one, and I will be putting at least 100 hours in the black suit. So with that being said, that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you all next time.